he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, 49ers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. To throw is Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
To Deebo Samuel.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Completes it to Samuel. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 5. First down, 49ers.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. from the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Garoppolo now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to, and the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Number 53. 53. I got 65.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Mostert. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo looks to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Mostert. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
On the screen, this is Coleman. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
49ers 16.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You're the team.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Mahomes going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Results.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason, it shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
It's a turnover on down.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
16. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Garoppolo on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Today's final score, Chiefs 30.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at.